Little ones, making sure they are completely seated either on a bench or on a lap away from the large train openings in the middle. Our next stop is going to be New Orleans Square Station.
There's like a hierarchy. Yeah. And like sometimes
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland, and the Age of the Dinosaurs, before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting on. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square.
Right now, arriving at New Orleans Square Station, this will be your stop for all attractions in New Orleans Square, Critter Country, Adventureland, Frontierland, and this is also going to be your closest stop for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. If you be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train has come to a full and complete stop. Once again, please do not stand up. Please remain seated until the train has come to a full and complete stop. And as a reminder, if you are staying on board with us and you have any extra space, please make sure to slide all the way down your bench so we can accommodate all of our guests waiting in line. Thank you and welcome to Dubai. Alrighty folks, this train is ready to depart. If you haven't found your seat, please do so at this time. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping those hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. Parents and guardians, please supervise your little ones, making sure they are completely seated, either on a bench or on a lap away from the large train openings in the middle. Our next stop will be Mickey's Toontown Depot, safely to Fantasyland.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids. We're now entering Splash Mountain, roller down location. On an old laughing place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity doo-dah day. last Hungry Bear restaurant, the last outpost of these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. There is the revered Indian shaman, sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these trails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take for a mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fuels these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moves west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and...
We're now arriving at Mickey's Toontown Depot. This will be your stop for all attractions in Toontown, including Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And this is also going to be your stop for all Fantasyland attractions such as Small World, Peter Pan's Flight, Jump of the Flying Elephant. And it looks like they're getting ready for the next Tale of the Lion King show. If you like to hear a retelling of the Lion King with live performers and great music, this will be your stop. If you be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train has come to a full and complete stop. Once again, please do not stand up. Please remain seated until we've come to a full and complete stop. Thank you.
Hey.
For those of you just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland
I'm all good.
Railroad.
Yeah.
For your
What about you?
safety, please remain seated, keeping on
Keeping your
hand
brother out of
and legs inside the train at all times.
The what?
Keeping
your brother out of the prison
Your little ones, making sure they are also completely
Yeah.
seated.
Yeah.
Do
It's
not
actually been really hard to get reservations coming to the park. It's been harder.
Our next stop will be towards the featured Tomorrowland.
Yeah. So I have to do like a month and a half in advance, unless suddenly the week
Hello,
of
everyone.
it drops.
Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad.
So I'll see you
Remember
later.
to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Right now, arriving in Tomorrowland Station, this will be your stop for attractions such as Autopia, Space Mountain, Star Tours, the Adventure Continue, the Astro Orbiter, Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters, the Monorail, and Finding Nemo's Soaring Voyage. And if you're leaving us here, please remain seated until the train has come to a full and complete stop. Once again, please do not stand up. Please remain seated until the train has come to a full and complete stop. And as a reminder, if you are staying on board with us and you have any extra space on that bench that you're sitting on, please make sure to slide all the way down so we can accommodate our guests waiting in line. Thank you and welcome to the future. Please remain seated, keeping those hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. Parents and guardians, please supervise your little ones, making sure they are completely seated, either on a bench or on a lap, away from the large train openings in the middle. Our next stop is going to be Main Street Station. However, we will be taking a detour into the Grand Canyon and then traveling back in time into the Primeval world. As we enter our detour up ahead, we do ask for the courtesy of those around you to please turn off any flash photography, video lighting, and also any toys or accessories that light up. Once again, folks, please make sure all little ones are completely seated. Thank you.
To the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography. We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way.
We're now arriving back at Main Street Station. This will be your stop for the Disneyland entrance, Disney's California Adventure, Disneyland Disney, the shops on Main Street, and great moments with Mr. Lincoln. But if you're leaving us here, please remain seated until the train has come to a full and complete stop. As a heads up, this station has only stairs, no ramps, no elevators, so please keep all strollers and wheelchairs folded until you reach the bottom of the stairs. Once again, please do not stand up. Please remain seated until the train has come to a full and complete stop. Thank you, and Main Street Station.
We'll be stopping at Toontown Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the Primeval world.